fibers that they found in the ski mask were his. And I said, okay. Well, they found them under his pillows. So when my dude was going around cleaning the house up, he threw things in his room.
Right.
Under his pillows, he threw the ski mask. In his closet, they threw the guns, right? Where him and Kendall lived together, right? And this is where I say, I was telling you a story. The hand of God, by the grace of God, they found that. So we get an expert that comes in to one of the court cases and says, if you went into a Target and you tried a ski mask on and you pulled that thing off, it's a 97% chance you're going to leave a fiber in there.
Wow.
So if we would have had the masks on with the long hair and everything like that, should have been our fibers. They were his from under his pillow. The guns, none of our fingerprints on them. He had a case where him and another dude jacked up a convenience store with ski masks and a gun. Prior predicate for him, a case. So now the lawyer said, these are his, Your Honor. Obviously, he's a street guy. He's got guns in his house. Kendall takes the stand and said, I seen them guns.
Wow.
I seen them bulletproof vests.
Wow.
Because there was vest involved. I seen them ski masks in my house the whole time I was with this guy.
Wow. Wow.
So there goes the home invasion, the predicate act of, we were planning this, the conspiracy and everything like that, right? So there goes that. So when the trial part comes around, we did a bench trial with the judge and everything like that. And, after, 5 days of the trial and everything, one of the charges was the lesser charge of all of them with the home invasion, the kidnapping. They call them Class X felonies in Illinois. That's what holds the time. Then there was an aggravated battery part that didn't hold all that time. The judge found us guilty of the aggravated battery, and we were sentenced from there. So, going through all this and seeing how this played out, I took the stand in the trial on our behalfs because we had to talk about the elephant that was in the room. They had a sweatshirt that was full of duct tape, full of blood. How could we say we didn't duct tape this guy to a chair when here's the evidence right here? The duct tape had one of the guys' fingerprints on him, which was kind of shocking to me, right? But they found the fingerprints on the duct tape, So, the lawyer, my lawyers, they had their own individual lawyers. My lawyer was kind of like the head lawyer of all this. And he said, you're going to have to take the stand, Mel. You got no criminal record at the time. You're going to have to say, yes, you did go in there. Your anger got the best of you. You put him in a chair and you beat him with that baseball bat. Everything else is falling, the home invasion, the kidnapping. You're not going to get around this battery part, right? It's not beatable. You go in there and get on the stand and you lie about this and they're showing all this. The judge is going to know you're lying about everything, right? So that's what I did. I got on the stand and said, this was me. I brought these two guys with me. I did this, the whole 9 yards. And this is what happened. Yes, we duct taped them in a chair. Your Honor, it got the best of me because, I'm so close to the family and everything like that. So they found us guilty of the aggravated battery part of it, and they gave us 4 years, which the courtroom erupted because, as Lou was back there telling you, half of the courtroom was federal agents. It's a state case, state cops, federal cops, and the other half of the courtroom was our family, friends, and the club. So when the verdicts were coming down, not guilty of kidnapping, you hear, not guilty of home invasion. Once the last Class X was read and it was not guilty, well, then they knew that it was short time now for the aggravated battery. So the Fed side and the state side, they're getting, oh, man, bullshit, everything like that. Our guys are cheering, right? You got different things going on.
Yeah.
So he kind of cleared everybody out of the courtroom.
Yeah.
And wasn't having it,
Right.
And guilty of aggravated battery, okay, the state's attorney jumps up. All right, Your Honor, I want to revoke their bond. They're a flight risk. Blah, blah, blah. Our lawyers say, they've been showing up here for 14 months fighting this case. We want to say leave them out on the street. The judge said, I'm not leaving them out in the street. Revoked our bonds. We went to Cook County, jail that day, went on the bus to county in our normal clothes and stuff like that. Sat in Cook County for 30-something days, a month and a half or something like that. Came back for sentencing, and the sentencing range for us was 3 to 10, okay? So the feds, the cops, everybody's got pressure on this judge because, like Lou had said, I was the target, right? We got him. We didn't got him where we wanted to get him, but he got himself here, and let's give this kid you know, they were putting pressure on the judge.